Important. Doll customization is not meant for children. These are art pieces created by experienced artists using potentially harmful materials and processes, including spraying toxic aerosols, using knives, saws, flammable chemicals such as acetone, skin and eye irritants such as clays and glues with toxic fumes, and specialty paints and glosses identified as potentially carcinogenic. Destroying and upcycling figures and dolls is dangerous and causes irreversible damage to personal property. Therefore, viewer discretion is advised and younger audiences should not view this content without adult supervision. We recommend watching the YouTube Kids app instead for kid-appropriate content. Hi everyone, it's me, Diana, the Doll Fairy. It's time for another big design challenge, so get ready to get creative and start designing a character that you'd like to see turned into a doll. For our last Doll Fairy design challenge, our theme was Kingdom Hearts original characters. I selected Yugao, created by Mr. Esper, as the grand prize winner and made her into a doll which I sent to the viewer who designed her. It was so much fun and so rewarding to be able to essentially collaborate with my viewers in this way. This time, our theme is something that I think will appeal to even more of you, and that is Pokemon. You all know that I love to make Pokemon characters into humanoid dolls, as I've done quite a bit of that here on my channel. And recently, in a mini design challenge for my exclusive Patreon community, we designed hoodies based on Pokemon. The winner was this one, so I'm going to be making this design into a real doll hoodie. For this design challenge, which will be open to all of my fans, I challenge you to imagine yourself as a gym leader somewhere in the universe of Pokemon. What type or types of Pokemon would be your forte? What would your team look like? What might the inside of your gym be like when trainers come to challenge you? And most importantly for this challenge, what would you look like? This sketch is an older design for myself as a gym leader. I'm going to try to redesign her, so I'll be sketching her throughout the video and then I'll tell you about her later in the video. The world of Pokemon is such a diverse and enthralling place, filled with so many different locations and so many colorful and unique characters. Whenever I play the games, I can't help but start wondering who I might be if I were a character in this universe. There are so many possibilities when it comes to the Pokemon world. That's why I think this challenge will be so much fun. You can do basically whatever you'd like for this character design. Plus, you get to imagine what Pokemon would be on your team and what your gym location would look like. You won't be required to draw all of these things, like the inside of the gym. But of course, if that's something you'd like to do, I think you all know I would love to see whatever you come up with. Here are the requirements for entering this challenge. Number 1. Make sure you are subscribed to the Doll Fairy on YouTube and Doll Fairy on Instagram if you have an Instagram account. Number 2. Draw your Pokemon Gym Leader character. Color the drawing and make sure the details are neat and visible. You can also label your concept art to make each of your design elements clear. Your character art must be 100% your own work. Do not copy, trace, or steal anyone else's artwork, including official artwork from Game Freak. Number 3. Fill out the character profile available in the description below. You can copy and paste this into a Word document or body of your email submission. Number 4. Email your character art and character profile to dollfairydesignchallenge@gmail.com. Make sure that your documents are in a JPEG, PNG, DOC, DocX, or PDF format so that I will be able to open them on a Windows computer. If you would like to include optional extra artwork, such as art of your Pokemon team or the inside of your gym itself, you can attach it to the email as well. Number 5. The deadline for all entries will be midnight Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, November 17th, 2019. Number 6. This is optional, but you can post your artwork on Instagram using the hashtag DollFairyDesignChallenge, tag DollFairy, and let others know so that they can join in on the fun. Posting on Instagram is optional and will not increase your chances of winning, it's just for fun. Sometime in December, I will make a video announcing the winners and showcasing a bunch of my favorite entries. So, what will the winner receive? There will actually be 2 prizes this time around. The second prize winner will be sent a Doll Fairy prize pack, including Doll Fairy merch from my shop, thedollfairy.com, some Pokemon-related goodies, and perhaps even a handmade surprise from me. The grand prize will be a custom doll created for the winner based on their Pokemon Gym Leader design. For this challenge, the grand prize of a custom doll will be available to win exclusively for Patreon supporters at the $3 pledge level or above. I know some people won't like this requirement. However, the reason for this is very simply that it takes so much time and effort and costly supplies to make custom dolls, and I honestly would not be able to do it without my Patreon supporters. Although I wish I didn't have to worry about money, I do need support in order to be able to host contests and give away prizes, and my income from YouTube AdSense is just not enough. If you want to win a custom doll made by me, please consider supporting me for as little as $3 a month. In addition to a chance to win the grand prize custom doll, if you join the Doll Fairy Patreon at the $3 level or above, you will get exclusive access to the Doll Fairy Collabs Facebook page. Here, members of our community post what they're working on and give each other ideas, advice, and feedback. And it's a lot of fun for us to share our work with one another. You can check out Patreon with the link in the description or go to patreon.com/thedollfairy. To be clear, you do not have to be a patron to enter the design challenge. You do not have to be a patron to be eligible to win the second prize Doll Fairy prize pack, or to be featured in the showcase video where I will announce winners and honorable mentions. You only have to be a patron to be eligible to win the grand prize custom doll and to join the private Doll Fairy Patron Collabs Facebook community. Now, to inspire you, let me tell you a little bit about my gym leader persona. Her name is Pixie, a name I chose because her preferred Pokemon types are Fairy type and Dragon type. Pixie obviously is a synonym for fairy, but it also sounds just a little bit like it could be both edgy and cute, which is the vibe I'm going for with her. I'm gonna put her at age 17. For region and town, I'm basically just going to choose where I would like to live if I could choose anywhere in the Pokemon world. My favorite region is Unova from Gen 5, and the city I'd like to live in is Humalao City, a tropical city literally on the water. The inside of the houses, which are perched above the ocean, have glass panels in the floor so you can see the water Pokemon that live beneath you in the sea. That, to me, sounds like my ideal place to live. Now to describe what my gym would look like. I'm thinking it would look like a medieval castle. Maybe it even has a moat and some turrets and all that stuff. On the inside, it also has a fairy tale vibe. There are colorful stained glass windows, ornate staircases, and mosaics on the floor. For decoration, there are a lot of shimmery, sheer, gossamer-like fabrics hanging from rafters to give things an ethereal feeling. And for lighting, little golden orbs of magical light aimlessly float around like lazy fireflies. That sounds to me like a good combination of medieval imagery I would associate with dragons, along with magical elements that make me think of fairies. Maybe there are even sloppy piles of gold coins, jewels, and other treasures, because dragons are known to hoard treasure. I like that idea a lot, actually. I think I'm going to keep that. For the gym badge she hands out to successful challengers, I'm going to call it the Enchant Badge, and it will be shaped like fairy wings and made out of crystal, with a gold sparkle shape in the middle. If you can think of a better name for it, let me know in the comments. Now for my Pokemon team. I basically gathered a bunch of my favorites from both types. Sylveon, of course, probably my shiny one, actually. Mega Audino, Altaria, Dragonair, Goodra, and Hydreigon. I adore Audino, and its Mega form is Fairy type. Altaria is Dragon type and turns into Dragon Fairy when it evolves into its Mega form. Dragonair has been one of my favorites since Gen 1. Goodra is so adorable and one of the MVPs on my Pokemon X team, and Hydreigon is one of the coolest dragon types ever. It's honestly a little scary looking, but it's really cool. For alternate Pokemon that she might sometimes have on her team, I'm adding Alcremie, a new fairy type Pokemon from the new game coming in November, Diancie, and Alolan Ninetales. For Pixie's personality, I picture her being very bubbly, enthusiastic, and sweet, but also very mature. She generally seems kind and unthreatening, but if you cross her or one of her friends, she has an unexpectedly fiery side and won't hold back in a battle against you. As for her battling style, the way I tend to fight in Pokemon battles is focusing on the offensive, very rarely ever using stat change moves or defensive moves, so I imagine that would be her style too. As for her favorite move, I'm going to say Draining Kiss, a fairy type move which drains HP from your enemy and gives it to you. All in a super cute way. If there's any other information you want to add for your character, like a full backstory, go for it. You know I would love to read it. I hope you are excited and ready to start designing your gym leader self as well. I can't tell you how excited I am to see what you guys are going to come up with. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you all very soon with more doll magic. Bye!